Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another episode of Doing the Most, which is the Premier League show on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Of course, normally this show we look back at the Premier League weekend's games just gone, pick nominations for each of the 5 categories, and then I run polls, and then myself, the panelists, and you lot in the chat will discuss it. But with there being no Premier League football on, people, what we'll do is just a Premier League Q&A, and this is what we'll do during international breaks when there isn't Premier League football. But make sure you hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit that like button. Share this across all the socials as well, please, people. All them social media apps you are active on, make sure you share this across the socials. And on top of those things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. Like I said, get your Premier League questions in. If you do indeed have any international questions, that's fine. Whether that's England, whether that's with Jez being here, with Germany, with Hansi Flick, whatever the case may be, people. So feel free to get your questions in about anything football related. Like I said, Premier League or international football. Jez, what are you telling me though? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I hope you good.
Yeah, man, I'm
blessed.
blessed.
Just talk about literally just backstage, but I hope each other's good as well.
Yeah, man. Oh, bless. You already know. We got Ahmed in the cut as well. Yes, Ahmed, what are you telling me, fam? You good?
I'm doing great, man. Hope everyone's doing well. Listen, man, big up to NYL Ghazi, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, fam. You know, it's limitation.
Yo, what is the sort? Because I know I'm going to get asked about that.
I think it was Chris Wheeler. I think
Chris Wheeler. DM
Wheeler,
on Twitter.
Wheeler.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is he reliable?
Yes, I mean, Saeed said that him and 2 other guys, they're probably the most reliable for United.
That's crazy, man.
Him, Lockhurst, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Okay.
someone else.
I don't even know about El Ghazi to even criticize. I don't remember him playing for. I just know that he played for Villa. Like, I don't know anything about him. I think he's a wing. Is he a winger, right?
He's a winger. Yeah, he's literally would be the right winger coming in.
Oh my God, Manchester United, man. Manchester United for you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Because Warrior J Astu said here, yeah, Manchester United are considering an approach for Anwar El Ghazi as a free agent due to uncertain futures of Anthony and Jadon Sancho from at Chris Wheeler DM. The fact that he is the stopgap, just go without. Just go without.
I would just play Palestri, I'll be honest.
Yeah, you got Palestri over that side, Diallo to come back, like, just go without.
This is the thing I just don't get. I kind of, maybe because they want to face off Sancho and maybe they just want to get depth, but then maybe they want to just get depth in it because they want to face off Sancho and Anthony. We don't know how long it takes until he comes back in.
Yeah, just,
I mean, this is what the situation could be.
Yeah, it's like, yo, just go without. It's really not that big of an eel. It's not really not that big of an issue. Legit, just go without. In regards to Jadon's, in regards to El Ghazi, just don't sign anybody. You don't need to. If El Ghazi's the option, just sign.
I just go. I just go
Diallo. You're cool. Yeah, or you legit throw in an academy kid. I'm sure there's an academy kid who can play right wing. I'm fairly sure of it. Or go get another Palestri for a small amount, like in January.
You know why? You know why he wants Palestri? He's a Dutch player. He's played for PSV.
Who Palestri?
Played for Ajax. No. El Ghazi.
Oh, El Ghazi. Yeah.
Played
with the only part is he never actually played. Somebody told me he actually never played under Ten Hag, but I think he just knows him, innit?
Yeah, he's gonna go with what he knows because we don't have a scouting department. And I know that ain't who I think it is talking about attackers. You know what I'm saying? And that I know where.
I mean,
bro, my attackers, mate. They're scoring more goals than a Ghazi, mate. So at least I can
sure about that?
I
mean, he's better than Mudryk, fam. Like,
are you sure? Hey, don't. I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? When Muntz has more goals than Enzo in the Premier League, like this is at Premier League stadiums. This is not what we do.
Oh, so are you saying that Enzo's a goal scoring midfielder?
No. I don't know that. I never said he was a goal scoring midfielder. I never said he was a goal scoring midfielder.
I didn't say that.
I said no. I didn't say that. Look at this guy. He's mad. I never said that.
Hey, can I say real quick?
I never said that. I said Muntz has more Premier League or more goals at Premier League stadiums than him and Mudryk combined. You didn't let me finish.
That's true.
But no. But again, it still doesn't matter whether to because he's got
By the
more
way,
goals. That means you expect him to score goals.
I do expect yes. If you
I don't
yes,
expect
I do.
Enzo to score goals.
So you expect him to score 0 goals? Let's go there then. You expect him to score 0
I
goals?
don't
Yeah.
need him to score goals. I want him to be helping us creativity.
He should,
That's what I want.
and goals as well. He should add in
He doesn't
goals.
need
He's
to be
good
scoring
enough.
goals. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he
doesn't need to
does.
be scoring goals.
You need. You're a Chelsea. Wait,
That should be-
you're a
that
Chelsea
should
fan.
be-
You need goals from everywhere. Let's not do
He
that.
should. He should.
You
That,
need-
for me, my primarily for Enzo is assists.
Of course.
Yeah, and he should pitch in with goals as well.
That's a secondary thing. I don't need him to be scoring
Yeah,
that
yeah.
many
Again,
goals.
so you agree with me? It's a secondary thing. What are you talking about? So
It's just-
therefore, he should score goals.
But at the same time, if you're gonna debate Enzo, I'm debating him on his assists. I'm not debating him on how many goals he's scoring.
I'm debating him on it all because he's good enough.
Well, I'm afraid I'm not.
So you telling me,
Maybe-
wait, you telling me Enzo's not good enough to get 5 goals a season?
When he played,
Hey man, 105
No. Answer the
midfielder,
question.
I'm
Is
expecting a bit
Enzo? Wait. Is Enzo talented enough to get 5 goals a season? Yes or no?
Of course he is. No. There's no doubt
Okay,
about
then.
that.
So we
I
can
don't
expect.
know.
So we can expect that from him then, since we want to go there.
Yeah.
I expect
that's
5
fine,
goals
I
from
don't-
any creative midfielder who's of a certain. I expect that from Eriksen, and Eriksen's nowhere near the level of Enzo. What are we talking about?
Exactly.
What are we talking about? Why can't
You know
we
what it
expect
is
goals
with
from
Enzo?
a
It's like-
creative
Can I say
midfielder?
something real quick?
Well,
I don't think. Wait, before we go, I don't think McAllister's a goal scoring midfielder, but I expect him to get 5 goals in that Liverpool side.
That's fair. That's fair.
Any creative midfielder, what are we talking about? Are we lowering the bar for man? If Enzo's this and he's that, nah. Let's not do that. Let's not lower the bar for man. I expect that from any creative 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Even my 6 should really be pitching in with that if you're good going forward.
I am
Casemiro got that.
for my sake, like I'm hoping Basuma can get me at least 3 to 5 goals this season. And I know
What are we
Basuma
talking
can do
about?
Now,
I'll get
Flo,
to your
you know what
super
it
chat
is
as
with
well,
Enzo?
V1. Hey, large up to Mimi every single
Yeah,
time.
big up
Love
Mimi as well.
to,
Big
yeah,
up
love to
Mimi.
Mimi
Big
Big
every
up chat
single
as well.
time.
I've seen the big ups and everything.
Large up the
Can I
chat,
say?
yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go on, you go.
You were mentioning about something about Ghazi and goals. Actually, he has more goals than all of you Premier League winger also from Sterling in his Premier League career.
How many games has Ghazi scored? How many games has Ghazi
Yeah, he
played?
scored 10. He scored 10 goals in
No,
one
but
season.
he's played
in one
well
season.
over 80 games in the league, so like we shouldn't be doing
Sorry?
that. He's had well over 80, more than 80 appearances in the league. We shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, he still has more goals.
I mean,
Well
that was
over
probably
80 goals in the league,
abilities
then
managed
let's
by
not do that.
Gerrard.
You were talking
No, he
about
also
how
was- he's also under the manager
but
before Gerrard too.
he still has 2 goals, so it doesn't matter to me, to be honest. Like at least he can,
to me,
at least he has
no,
shown
I'm
that he
not
can
doing that.
score goals. Like
Hey,
if you,
what you
take,
saying,
it,
what-
take it as you will. Take it as you want to take it. I'm just saying he can definitely add goals. This is about signing for United if they do go in for him. Yes, because I feel like it's not the necessary, because I feel like they can just play somebody else. I mean, they have Palestri there literally. But let's not act like he can't score goals, unlike Chelsea attackers.
And wait, and all jokes aside, is he your, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not trolling here, is he your designated penalty taker?
I don't think he's
Nah,
I
it's
don't think they
Reece
really have a
James.
penalty.
It's Reece James, then Enzo.
Well, obviously,
Fernandez.
Reece James and then Enzo, because obviously he missed the one against West Ham.
Can I say something about Enzo? Is that
Yeah, Flo's yours. We didn't even
Thing
mean to
is,
start
I-
on Enzo, but right, I mean,
I'm-
it's Ahmed being Ahmed going.
I'm not
Go
even
on.
like getting on the goals or anything, but like with Enzo, what I don't like is I think he's a baller, by the way. I think he's sick, but like what I don't like is the excuses that Chelsea fans give him. It's like, you know, when we talk about, oh, he's only had like 4 or 5 league wins at Chelsea, and like, you know, when you say that, Chelsea fans get all defense, oh, how's that Enzo's fault? How's that Enzo's fault? It's like, bro, listen, you're the £105 million midfielder. Everyone knows how much of a baller you are, like literally. Therefore, you have high expectations, and there's no way that no matter how bad Chelsea are, that you should be getting your team for, what is it, 5 league wins since January. I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, they should. You're one of the best players, if not the best player on the pitch. So, like, I'm looking at you in it for. I'm not saying you're the only reason or the biggest reason, but you have to take accountability. But yet these Chelsea fans will like make excuses for, oh, it's not Enzo's fault. It's like, bro, if he's one of your best players, then of course he has to take blame for that at the end of the day. 5 league wins since January, and it's not, and he's played pretty much every game since then. You know how terrible that is. Like, genuinely, so like he's a baller, but like, let's be real. Since he went to Chelsea, he's not exactly lit it up or anything. Like, and you know, and then he gets excuses made for him as well. Oh, he's been played out of position. He was played as DM last season, but bro, like, you can still perform at the end of the day. You still can show something. You are that good. You're a £105 million midfielder. You have this clout. You are that good. We all see it. you should be doing more, in my opinion. That's the thing. You should be doing a lot more. I see McAllister, a £35 million midfielder, playing in DM, which isn't his natural position recently, and doing all right. So why can't Enzo in it? Like, that's the way I see it, to be honest.
It even started there. Obviously, I tried it and then I clapped back and then it just all went off
but
and
again,
it
Ryan, you just speak. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know who you speak to on Twitter, but I've always said, yeah, it doesn't for me. Enzo,
No, but
I
I've
think
seen it in like
even-
Chelsea when I've
yeah,
discussed it
yeah,
with like Chelsea fans
yeah.
on stream.
I think for me when it
I
comes
think
down
you're
to
talking about general more.
yeah. I think for me when it comes down to Enzo,
Hold that.
all right, whatever. Listen, yeah. At least my club ain't signing guys like that. You know what I'm saying? My club can be bad, but the way you're down bad, it will never be like that. It will never be like that.
It would never be like that. Did you know where did you finish last season? Sorry?
I don't care. Listen, listen. We
Where was that?
will finish. Listen. Again, I don't think you got what I said. We will be down bad, but
Yeah.
we will not be as down bad as you. You know what I'm saying? to you?
Okay. Guarantee
Really?
you we won't finish 12th.
Yes.
Guarantee you we won't finish 12th. I can guarantee
Hey,
that.
you can say we will
I
finish
mean, the
but
ironic
at least
part, the ironic part this year, United's gone through.
We ain't gonna finish 12th.
The ironic part this year, the ironic part about this is before we even gonna get into the show, because people asking questions as well. The ironic part about this year, United had two alleged rapists and abusers at their club. One guy's beefing his manager on Twitter. They have the Glazer thing going on with the selling.
Facts.
Yet they still have more wins than Chelsea in the Premier League.
Facts, we still above these clowns. You know what I'm saying? With that. We'll never be as down bad as you.
We're doing this after 4 games. Is that what we're doing? After 4 games, we're doing.
And United.
Yes, we are.
Okay, if you go based on
What's that even?
Bear in mind,
we should
United
do
have
that.
a way
This is
harder
still
run as
crazy,
well
man.
so
What's
far.
This is crazy.
This
This is so stupid. You know what I mean? This is so much stupidity. Like, this is
One at a
no
time.
logic.
Let him go. Let him go. Go on, Abed. Go on, Abed.
No, there's nothing to talk about. That's a stupid logic. You just right. What we just said right now, yeah. We're saying after 4 games we're above you. That means, yeah, somehow that is leading to something. That's not okay. If you're going to actually talk about stuff, yeah, after 4 games with that level of stupidity, yeah, that I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't help you after that.
Can
Man.
I respond?
Hey, you know what the irony is? We was on the show last week. Not last week. It was on a Q&A last week. And Ahmed was talking about, oh yeah, we're on 1 win. We're going to be on 2 wins before the Luton game. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be on the same amount of points as you. Yeah, you dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you thought I forgot,
4
innit?
games
Joke,
hype.
man.
4 games hype.
You was hyping up. Yeah, we're going to beat Luton, innit?
Can
We're
I
gonna beat
respond?
Luton.
Can I respond?
Go ahead. No, let just talk, bro. Let's
Yeah, go on, Jess.
Okay, then I want to ask them. If you're saying 4 games only, shouldn't we then not judge Poch of the fact that he's playing Chilwell? We shouldn't.
No. But
We should.
I've said that before.
I'm not finished. So we shouldn't judge Poch in these 4 games because he's playing Chilwell at left wing based on that logic.
All right.
We should give it more time.
look.
We should give it more time.
All right. Look, of course, to give that. Of course, that's why I'm giving him more time. But they're not saying I'm not going to give him more time.
Go,
I think
one
there's a
No,
difference.
no.
Between,
What I'm
there's a
saying-
difference.
what I'm
But there's a difference here between saying saying Poch out say like that and just giving a general review from what you've seen from a manager in 4 games. I think there's just 2 different things in it.
Yeah, okay, but then my general view is that United's going through all these things and they still have more wins than Chelsea. That's my general view. You see what we do? Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Oh, no. Okay, then if you're saying that like that, then okay, that's a fair point. All right, then, that's fine.
Exactly. The host will be back shortly, people.
Yeah. I was just patterning in the other show. Don't forget, people,
No worries.
NFL Talks, the other football show is back. NFL show, 1:15 a.m. So 45 minutes from now, it's back on the Kick NFL Talk. So Peter, Surfer, Eddie, the rest of the American Dunnies and NFL fans. Surfer will be there as well, holding that down as well. But yeah, Ahmed came in hot. You can tell it's warm over here, man. It's head hot over Chelsea, man. We know you're bad, man. It's
Why would I
okay,
be
fam.
hot over Chelsea? I'm not going to be hot over Chelsea.
I have no idea. You tell us you hot, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not hot. I'm
You
not
sure?
honestly not hot. Yeah, bro.
All right, cool, man. As well, tell your voice and face that, but we move. Hey, bump up the likes, though, people.
My face
Share this
was
across
like
the
that. Come
socials.
on, let's not do that.
Yo, can I guess? Hit that like button. Share, subscribe, all that good stuff as well, people. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like Enzo from 12 yards and miss the target. But yeah, big up to V1 for the super chat. Says that right wing is cursed. Di Maria, Depay, Sanchez, Greenwood, Sancho, Anthony. Jesus Christ, when you name all them, even though Sanchez didn't, but Di Maria.
And some of those
Depay
left
was just
wingers
trash.
though, like
yeah,
Depay.
some of them are like, Depay is, he is, and Sanchez. But I get the point you're making. First and foremost, V1, big up for the super chat. First and foremost. Secondly, as well, it ain't just the right wing; it's the whole team, man. We've been cursed. I don't even point at the right wing and say that's the issue. It's just, yeah, everywhere. But hopefully, I don't know, Palestri gets his shot or Sancho gets his shot or whoever gets theirs. Because we're going to have a new permanent right winger for the foreseeable. Hopefully they get their shot and kick on. That's what I'm hoping for. But anyway, you lot get to the questions as well, people. Big up to Eddie as well. Is that a pause for real? All right, cool. But large up Eddie anyway in the cut. Also, let's see what else you lot are saying. Big up to TJ. Big up Sheik. Yeah, bump up the likes because we're only at 16 likes and there's over 45 of you lot in the building. So let's get up to 40 likes, people. Like, what's going on? What is indeed going on? Let me see if there's actually any question. Oh yeah. To Haruni says, Flawless, is it true Pogba has been suspended for anti-doping offense? I don't think he's been suspended yet. I think he's just been found with testosterone in his body.
No, I think he did get suspended.
Or did he actually get
You
suspended?
get the initial suspension and then it's the sentencing afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
But he's got for like 3 days to maybe kind of like fight it to like give a kind of counter test result showing that, you know, he hasn't taken anything at the end of the day. I think he's got a few days to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, because that's surprising that he is. Because what, can't you appeal it? What's it like? I don't know.
Yeah,
what
this
it's like
is the moment right now. That's the moment right now where I feel like they just gone through. I think they're making another test just to double check, and if it's positive, then obviously he's gonna get banned in it because you can't dope it. I don't know how long the ban is, but people are saying 2 to 4 years, which is kind of crazy.
It's 2 to 4 years for testosterone in it.
Yeah,
so it's kind of mad in it. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But obviously, they found it in what we call the A sample in boxing, essentially. I think they're probably going to test it again for like a B sample thing, and then, you know what I'm saying, afterwards they'll see.
That's crazy. A sad way to go out if he is indeed found guilty and he is banned for 2 to 4 years, or like, because you ain't trying to see that for any player. Like, just as he's actually getting back fit, but testosterone, I'm not an expert in regards to how that could potentially get in your system. So I'm just gonna leave that be because I don't know if you can.
Usually, it's just normally either you take the tablets. There's tablets of like where you can take which has testosterone in them, or it's usually just injections in it. Because that's how it usually works in it. Injections.
That's why I'm not like.
But again, this is all obviously they found it in him. We everyone here that's saying it's alleged still. We don't know because he still hasn't been fully sentenced, if that makes sense. Yeah. But like at the end of the day, though, if it is the case, yeah, it's a crazy fall off, man, for Pogba, man. That's what I would say.
Yeah, it's that I agree with. And big up to Victor as well. Says smash the likes and subscribe. He's been a member for 11 months. Big up. If you want to join the membership, links in the pinned comment. Make sure you subscribe to Ahmed's channel as well, the Bridge 258. The link is underneath in the description as well. Big up everyone. Smash the like button and subscribe. Become a member. Mohammed says, Flawless, do you think Sancho will be in the squad next week? He should be punished for publicly going at the manager. In regards to, do I think he should be in the squad? Yes. I think he should be in the squad next week. Yeah. I don't think he said anything wild, but again, that's how I look at it, because people look at it unprofessional. I just look at it as he's just going to defend himself. Again, I cannot, and I've said this consistently, ever since the Sancho and Ten Hag thing happened after the Arsenal game up until this point, I can't critique Jadon Sancho for something I would do myself. If I was Jadon Sancho, I would have done the exact same thing. And I would have pinned it. I would have went one further. I would have put it on my Twitter and pinned it. I would have put it on my Instagram and pinned it. I would have went to every social media platform I was active on. Facebook, I would have pinned it, if you can even pin on there. My WhatsApp status, I would have pinned it everywhere. Everything I'm active on. If they still got MySpace and Bebo, I would have went onto there. Everywhere I'm active on, I would have pinned it. MSN was still going, I would have put it as my status. The point that I'm making is I can't critique somebody for doing something doing exactly what I would have done in that scenario. So yeah, do I think he should be punished? No, I don't think he did anything wrong, to be honest, but that's just me. Other people see it differently. Question to the
I don't think he's gonna be in the squad, by the way, Paulus. I don't think he's gonna be in this. I don't know, like there was like some random rumor like from like I don't know, Daily Star, like no one listed Daily Star, but they're saying that it was good, him and Sancho didn't have a great like meeting or anything like that. Yeah, obviously you're now hearing like Ghazi. Obviously, if Ghazi's coming, if you're considering that and you want that to be happening, I don't think Sancho's coming back into that squad anytime soon. I'll be real, but that's just my opinion.
And to me, 30999. No, I'm saying I would have pinned the response, like he did. When I say I would have pinned it, I would pin my response. exactly what Sancho, because that's what people are talking about. Oh, he's still pinned on Twitter and da. Yeah, I don't get why everyone's angry because he's defending himself like you're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, throwback. That's why I said MySpace, but big up to TJ. So yeah, I can't critique him for doing something I would have done. Fuck all that unprofessional nonsense. Warrior J says, question to the panel: best and worst summer signing in the Premier League so far. Good question. We'll go to you, Ryan, first and foremost. Best signing you think so far? Worst signing so far in the Premier League?
This is kind of easy. Like so far this season, best is Maddison definitely, and worst is Havertz. Like, yeah. I wanted to say Caicedo for like agenda purposes, but it's definitely Havertz. Like,
Alright, fair. Yeah, that's fair. Jez, what you saying?
I got the same too. I got Madison and Kai Havertz.
Madison, Kai Havertz. Ahmed look like he's
I definitely would say probably Havertz is probably the worst signing. In terms of like the best signing, I definitely think Madison probably got it. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else as well. I'll just like include them, but probably Madison. I'll say yeah.
No, first. To me, yeah, Madison is the best. Is first. Havertz is bad, but we expected him to be bad. So can I put him as the worst signing?
still cost a lot of money and stuff. So.
60 million.
If he didn't cost a lot of money, I would have said nah. But
see,
if he didn't get injured, I would have said. If he didn't get injured, I would have said Mount. But Havertz just played more.
But you know what it is?
Yeah, man.
You know what it is with Havertz? It's the ball that he missed when he was wide open.
The one against United when he missed it.
I'm sorry, bro. Like,
man was at fault for the goal United scored as well.
I know. Like, bro, we've seen bad Premier League players like I've seen bad Premier League players at Tottenham. They finishing that. I'm sorry.
No, first. But yeah, I would say Maddison is the best. Havertz is the worst. Is fine. I think if Mount had stayed fit and would have played the two other games, he would definitely be in contention. Because there's so much that's going on at Manchester United, and that was like season 1, episode 3 of Keeping Up at Carrington, and now because we're on season 3, episode 4, people forget what happened in season 1. His two performances, facts, man. That's us, man. We Keeping Up at Carrington. His two performances were awful. But because so much has gone on since then, we've not discussed.
It's the least problem right now.
Yeah, like we've not discussed. When you think about it, though, Ryan, think about all the stuff that has gone on since game 2 at Manchester United.
Bro, you're spot on.
How much has gone on that we haven't forgot? Yeah, man, Keeping Up at Carrington.
It's funny
now
because
it's
it's
season
true.
3. Yeah. Like people just forgot how bad he is. Like I've forgotten how bad. Like he was awful in those 2 games. Let's not get it mistaken. He was worse than Havertz was in the first 2 games for us.
How do you feel?
I feel like I forget he's a United player. Still.
Yes, because he's not been here long. He's had the 2 games and then got injured. Yeah. I try and forget all the time. Trust me.
I'm trying to forget Richarlison at Tottenham, but that's for another day. But should we do because these 2 are too obvious? Should we do some honorable mentions?
Yeah, you can go and run honorable mentions. Floor's yours.
For the worst one, for the worst signing as an honorable mention, I think I can't even say him because I would have said Paul Torres, but then it would have been my agenda. I can't even lie. So worst signing, I can't say him because I don't think it's fair. But fuck it, I say Paul Torres for now. Nah, I just don't see what people see in Paul Torres personally. I don't know. I don't think he's been that terrible, but I don't think there hasn't been a new signing yet that was like that terrible. Where okay, this guy's a bum. Like outside from Kai Havertz and Mount, like these 2, they're the 2 obvious ones. So I'll say Paul Torres, and for the best one, ironically from Willow, and I think he's overrated, but I think Diaby had a good start.
First. Any honorable mentions for you, Ryan? Either or, best or worst.
For best, I'd say honorable mention maybe Szoboszlai. Who else? Obviously Madison's the best, definitely. I think Kovacic has been quite good for City as well in the first few games. I think he slotted in really well. I can't really think of anyone else at the moment, to be honest. I really like Tottenham's left, but then didn't they sign? Did you sign him last season? Your left back,
we signed him last season, but then we signed him out on loan, so it's pretty much his first season. So we could.
If you want to say him,
You can
then
technically flop.
You can throw
I
him.
really like him. Like when
Yeah.
from what I've seen, I think he's an absolute baller. Tottenham stuff, but like Udoji, I think he's quality, man.
Yeah. First.
Yeah, but other than that, Edson Alvarez has been good for West Ham, I think, as well.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
But yeah, I can't really think of anyone else. I think they're honourable mentions, but I think Maddison is like head and shoulders above everyone else. Like he's definitely number one for sure.
First. Ahmed, what are you saying? Any either side, honourable mentions, worst or best signings in the Premier League?
In terms of honorable, I've been trying to like think about it. Like, I do agree about the Kovacic one part. Like, then again, like Kovacic is playing like how he plays usually at Chelsea when he was playing well, and I think that would have always suited the Pep system anyway, in my opinion. I think obviously Szoboszlai I think has been quite good. Definitely, I would give Szoboszlai honorable mention if I'm being honest. Even though I know Pape Meta Star, he came in last year, right? Jez, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he came back last year, so he doesn't count for this year.
Yeah, I would have said him, but because you don't really think he's played that much last season. But I would have said him personally from Tottenham. But who's the other guy that I'm thinking about? I keep on forgetting. There's someone I'm forgetting about, but we'll come back to him shortly.
All right, first.
I think
like
Gusto's
similar-
been good for Chelsea.
Yeah, Gusto, like you might have mentioned. I see people saying, well, Prowse is a shout. Adogi's another one who you can mention. Yeah, in regards to best, yeah, that I can think of. Worst, yeah, Mount definitely gets an honourable mention. I'm not letting him live down those 2 games 110%.
See,
Yeah,
the funny thing, it's just sad because how obvious it was that these two gonna be the worst ones out of all of them, and it actually did happen. And it's like people could look at you crazy for saying about Tate, but it's what
People
it is.
looked at me crazy, you know. That's what I don't get. People looked at me like I was mad for saying, yeah, this is a bad idea. They thought I was nuts. And I was like, are we watching the same sport? Do we all not watch him at Chelsea the past 12 months? And even in the 12 months prior to that where he was good, like, did we not watch him? But again, hope kills people. That's what it is. Just pure hope. Continue to get your questions in, though, people, as well. Matthew says here, or is it Mateus? Mateus, I'll call you, my guy. A Manchester City player would never do that against Pep. You must respect the manager, and they'd be sold if they did. Just like Pep got rid of Cancelo. Sancho should react in training, not on social media. Here's the thing is, the reason why I disagree with this in regards to Sancho should react in training, not on social media. Why is the manager above critique? You criticize me public. Like, forget positions. This is just a person. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say men, but you can be a female in this type of thing. Just as people in any workforce, your title does not allow you to criticize me somewhere, but I can't criticize you in that same space. That's what I'm saying to this. So it's not no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Sancho didn't disrespect Ten Hag in my opinion, and Ten Hag didn't disrespect Sancho in my opinion. They had a disagreement. There was no reason why I say they didn't disrespect each other, because the criticism was all football related. Nobody called anybody neither of them called each other any names. It never got personal. That can end amicably, even if it's with Sancho going back into the side or Sancho leaving in January. They ain't gonna be fighting. There's gonna be no bad animosity between the two based off of that. So like I said, nobody is above being critiqued where you've critiqued. Hear what I'm saying? Good. Ooh, that's fire. Nobody's above being critiqued where they've critiqued. If you criticize me publicly, I have every right to criticize you publicly. That's like me going on my Twitter now and criticizing Ahmed about something. Ahmed then responds on Twitter and I get upset about it. And be like, how dare you do this, there and all this. Well, no, you opened this door. So like, if you open this door, you can get critiqued wherever you get critiqued, like I stated. So no, in regards to that. And in regards to a Manchester City player would never do that against Pep, but we've seen it happen though. You think they don't have arguments with Pep? We just don't see it. All players are arguing with managers. Not all of them, but I'm saying it happens on a weekly basis, where players and managers will get into it over whatever. So yeah, I don't think it's a lack of respect. And if you get sold, you get sold. But yeah, go on, Jez. Floor's yours.
I feel like Pep, I don't like using Pep as an example because you see him actually having the luxury to do so. I don't think if it's what, like, Cancelo left, but then you still have Kyle Walker, you still have Ake, you still have Rico Lewis there, you still have obviously, I don't think Sergio Gomez is that good, but you still had him as an option. Like you have options that he can trust in, and even then, he was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not even gonna play fullbacks anymore. I'm playing centre backs all across the back line. So he had options. Ten Hag doesn't really have these options, to be honest. Like, let's say Pep was at Man United, same situation. I don't think he throws Sancho away because he knows he's not going to get a replacement.
Well, sorry,
But that's obviously you can debate it or you can debate it, but in my opinion, that's just my opinion in terms of how I see it. I think Pep, even though I don't think Pep is like this lottery manager, but like without money he can't do anything. But at the same time, he has the benefit that he can get rid of anybody and can just replace them. Like he just got rid of Cancelo on loan and just got bought Guardiola for 100 million to play his position.
Yeah, man. When you're backed by like Pep is like almost like the ultimate ruler essentially in that what's it called, Man City. Obviously not in that sense like necessarily little comes to transfers and the guys they bring in, right? But like he has some level of authority there where if a player is missing about, they will back him non-stop.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think it's yeah, and like I said, so it's not a question of that. Like I said, Ten Hag did this, and if someone did this with Pep, I'd be saying the same thing. If Pep criticized the player publicly, and that player responded, I'd be like, that player has every right to respond publicly because Pep, nobody is above being critiqued. I don't care about your what's the word I'm looking for? Your title, whether that's manager, whether that's assistant manager, physio, coach, kitman, tea lady, CEO, COO, director of football. I don't care. If you criticize me publicly, you are open to be criticized back publicly. Again, titles don't scare me. But that's just me, though. That's why I can't critique Jadon Sancho for doing what he did, and I will continue to state that. To me, he did nothing wrong. Did nothing wrong. Jack, big up to Jack for being a member as well. Who joined the membership the last stream, I believe. Who y'all want as Shitegate's replacement? I called him Shitegate, you know. Replacement for the England national team. I don't care for England like that, so no one comes to mind. But if England actually had a good manager, just a competent manager, they could achieve something. They could definitely win a competition because they should have won the Euros. Yeah, go on, Ryan. Thoughts on this?
Anyone, just because there's obviously pretty much most managers are more competent than Southgate. And like you said, Southgate was that close to winning a Euros. You're telling me a slightly more competent manager doesn't get over the line in that at the end of the day? I don't know, man. Like, there's probably loads out there. Like, I think even a Graham Potter would do better than like for them than like a Southgate. To be honest with you, yeah, I think Graham Potter wouldn't do a bad job for England. To be honest, like, yeah, someone like that, I guess maybe. But yeah, I mean, it's not exactly hard to replace Southgate. To be honest, I know they talk about Pep and everything. Pep's not going to go to England. Let's be honest, man. Like, he's not going to manage England. So, yeah, you might as well forget that.
How do you think he would do with England, though?
Pep?
Yeah. Let's say hypothetically that happens. Let's say Pep takes over.
I think he'd do well, obviously, because he's a top manager. And he'd also have a lot of City players there in the squad that he's actually coached before as well that I think would help. But I also think with Pep and international duty, I feel like Pep suits club football a lot more than he would do international, just because I feel like he's a manager who needs for the philosophy that he wants to implement and the way he wants to play. He's a manager that needs his players on the training pitch every day. Do you get what I mean? And not, every sort of few months within England, for example. So I don't think Pep actually suits international football that well, in my opinion. I think that probably suits managers better than international football suits managers more like a Mourinho or an Ancelotti. Like, I think Carlo Ancelotti is the perfect international manager. Do you get what I mean? In terms of his profile as a manager, I think he's the perfect one. Whereas I think Pep suits club football a lot more than he would do international duty. I think he still do well. Like, he definitely win England something, because like if Southgate was that close to winning a Euros, Pep definitely gets them over the line. But I just feel like Pep doesn't suit international football that well. That's just my opinion, like, to be honest.
Fez? Jez, what are you saying?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Carl.
Yeah. See, my thing is this here, like, the ironic part with Southgate is, yeah, I think he plays the type of football where I believe you can actually win tournaments with a Southgate. But the issue with Southgate is that that guy has bad game management in terms of how he can, especially if he has to go up against a big nation. He struggles to identify a game plan in his way in order to go ahead and actually win like that important match against a certain team. Like again, you saw how the France game went. Ironically, selection is also part of Southgate because if his dumbest wasn't keep selecting Harry Maguire, maybe they win the France game because Harry Maguire let them go against Giroud go in. But I think these two, even though these are two, I think there's a lot of positives in Southgate, but those two cons are the biggest issue in knockout football, in my opinion.
What
Not
did
being
you just
able.
say? With this guy.
So what did I
did
say?
you say? Say
I
that
said-
again. Those two what?
I see those two cons.
This
Cons.
guy. Go on,
What?
carry on.
What did I say? Anyways,
Go on, carry on, carry on.
yeah. Those two negatives. Let's say it this way then. Those
Oh, I
two
thought you said
negatives.
something else. That's why I was like, big
No, no,
shit,
no,
my
no,
bad.
no,
I thought you said something
yeah,
else. Go on, carry on,
no,
carry
no.
on.
But those two negatives that he has are massively are huge red flags for me for an international coach. That's why I feel like England are not going to win the Euros, even though I think they're the second best team in the Euros after France.
Yeah.
Who they should get in? That is the issue, because I don't think even though Graham Potter, I think he's a good coach. I don't know what I can expect of him in these knockout situations. I don't know yet. Like, I feel like if you hire him and he gets used to it, I think he can do it. But I feel like in the first tournaments coming in, I don't think he would do as well, in my opinion.
Yes.
In terms of the coach coming in, it's kind of hard. I can't even lie. Ironically, I hate this guy, but ironically, Conte would not fuck that. Like, he wouldn't, because I forgot his knockout record's actually not that good in European competition. So it's just like it's a weird one because ironically, because I said for Germany, I didn't want him for Tottenham coach, but for Germany, I wouldn't even actually mind. I would like, because Oliver Glasner, he won the Europa League with Frankfurt just a couple of seasons ago. I feel like for Germany, he would be actually a good coach. And for England, I feel like he actually would be a good coach as well, but I don't think he will get along. I don't think he will
There's
get
a
along.
breaking news for United, by the way.
Enlighten us.
From Telegraph, Dhaka, MUFC have been offered Dutch winger NYL Ghazi, who is currently a free agent after leaving PSV. The club are exploring potential emergency winger options. So you might not just be El Ghazi, there might be another guy.
Yeah, might
Might
be.
be
It's
one.
just-
Could be Anthony and Sancho could both be missing, so we would need two. Jesus Christ. Go on, carry
Yeah,
on.
but yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy, man.
yeah, but yeah. Well, like I said, it's like I need to look through the market who they could come and get England, but
Yeah.
maybe by years
People
time.
mentioned Eddie Howe. What are you saying about him? I see people in the chat say Eddie Howe.
Again, it's just one of them. Actually, Eddie Howe's a good shout, but I feel like the issue is you want to have England be competing, and I don't know if he's the manager. Okay, you know what? He can deliver us that World Cup immediately. Like unless he can, I don't know. I feel like what England needs right now, especially with this pool of team, I think they need a manager that can come and win them something immediately, not somebody that you can kind of develop within the structure. Like I feel like Potter, Eddie Howe's, they would have to develop their traits in international football and have to get used to the different dynamics, unlike club football. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, that's just my opinion.
You said being a United fan must be insane. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Having to wake up and know I gotta talk about this shit all day, every day. It's
every day
wild.
there's
I'm
something
like,
going on.
every
Bro, there's
day,
always
yeah,
something going on every day, man. It's crazy.
every day this team be just trying to test my patience. You know what
Hey,
I'm
you
saying?
know,
They just be
at least you got content. At least the content's not trying up.
Yes, man. I told you, man. Keeping up at Carrington, man. Season 3. Yeah, that's where we're at
Well,
currently
all,
right
all
now.
we need,
Season
all
3,
we need
man.
now, all we need though is them United getting linked to Daily Blend.
Yeah. Daily
Yo,
Blends
he's a
and
free
then-
agent as well.
and,
yeah,
and then go
damn.
get packed. And you know what's crazy is this is us without football. We supposed to be off season, I like
Get
saying
Eden
this
Hazard,
all the
man.
time. It's always
Get my guy Eden.
this guy off just to piss off Lewis. I would actually like to sign him just to.
Oh, Lewis
just to
was
piss
pissed.
off Lewis. Yeah. I
Somebody
would
said
like
in the
to see
picture.
him just cause. Just have him sat on the bench. But the point I'm making here is, pals, yes, Manchester United. This is supposed to be the quiet time. This is international break. We ain't even playing, and we're main news. You know what I'm saying? England drew against Ukraine. Nobody cares. It's legit all about
I
Manchester
think it's
United.
because people. I think it's because people are just tired of England. Because, like, you know, what I'm saying, I just think people are just tired of England at this point because they've tried everything. You know, they know. I think pretty much everyone already knows that Southgate is not the way. You know, and but they're still sticking with him in it. So we can't do anything about that at all, I'm afraid. But when it comes down to it, yeah, I don't think Pep should be coaching England, in my opinion, because you've seen what the brothers like. You've seen what the brothers are like. You know what I'm saying? He'll make these crazy last minute things happen, and for me, I think for me, he still has a lot of stuff to do in club football. Maybe, you know, he can probably go somewhere else in club football to do what he wants to do. To once, honestly, like there's no point in him doing that.
See,
But
you know what my
issue-
issue-
Why
you know
else
what
do you
my
think he
issue is?
doesn't? Yeah, go on then, Jez. Go on.
You know, my issue with Pep in international football is like, I feel like I think he can set up a way in terms of winning tournaments. My issue with Pep is like, he's just gonna go with this weird thing where he's just trying to have inverted fullbacks and all that. Like, bro, like, I'll be real. Just set up a mid block and just counter attack. Like, literally, look all the teams that won these tournaments. This is all they do.
They're pragmatic.
Pragmatic, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
And you have a look at
Keep on going.
sorry, you have a look at Pep. Obviously, in knockouts, the Champions League. Obviously, of course, he won it last year, and he's got that hurdle off his back. He finally did it. But we can't forget that he has massively underperformed in that competition for quite a few years now, for reasons at the end of the day. For these reasons that he just goes with these stupid, you know, weird tactical selections early, you know, pre-game, and then ends up getting knocked out. And I don't know, man. I just feel sometimes in knockouts, Pep can't be trusted sometimes, man. Like, he will try and make some dumb decision, like not playing a DM in a final or some shit. Like, so I feel like Tuchel is someone, for example, that I think is also perfect for international. Like, Tuchel,
shout, yeah.
I don't really rate Tuchel as like a league manager. I don't think he's a great league manager, but cup manager, he's right up there at the end of the day. You saw what he did with Chelsea in Champions League. Like, the way Chelsea actually won that Champions League was very, very impressive. It wasn't luck or anything. Like, they actually tactically outdid every team they came up against in the knockouts, including the final against Pep. I think Tuchel is actually perfect for international football as well. Like, Tuchel, Ancelotti, they're tailor-made for it. Whereas I don't think Pep is.
You know what? I think that's probably the best shout is Tuchel. I think so. I could see Tuchel doing
He's the
currently
one,
because England, because of the
honestly.
talent that they have.
Well, wasn't
like,
there rumours
definitely.
of him going maybe before he got the Bayern job, because obviously he wasn't employed at the time?
Like, ironically,
That's a
he's the
shout.
one. Ironically, he's the one that actually won for Germany, but he's at Bayern, obviously. But
Yeah.
my thing is, I just hope he gets sacked by Bayern, because I hope he gets sacked and then he just takes the job in.
Mad. In regards to it, and I meant to say about Pep. In regards to him not going to international football, what's he got left to do at club football?
He'll probably listen. He's done it. What is it called? In Germany, in Spain, and in England. He's only got two more like top leagues.
Well, you reckon he's gonna go Italy and France?
He might do that, man. Listen, this is Pep we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying? If he really want, I feel like for him, yeah, maybe he might be like a sort of a completionist one. You know, if you play gaming, yeah, there's some games where you want to get that platinum trophy.
Oh yeah, that's how I
100%
do on
in it.
FM. I go to all the top clubs. Yeah, all the
Exactly.
top
That's what.
countries.
That's probably what he wants to do personally. I think that I can see that might be something of.
I don't think he has anything else to prove, though. Like, in terms of
No, it's not to prove. For me, it's not even to prove. It's just
just for him.
for himself.
Just
for
for
him. You know what I'm
himself.
saying? Yeah.
I feel like one thing he still hasn't done maybe is try and win the European Cup back to back. He could do that this season, to be honest, but he hasn't obviously done that yet. I feel like he could still do with maybe another Champions League or two as well. Just kind of, I just feel like maybe try and get the most Champions Leagues as a manager, because I think he's on 3 now, and Carlo's on 4. I think Carlo's got the most on 4. So Pep's could be on his way to even getting the most Champions Leagues as well. So then he's definitely complete then, to be honest, because he's done everything domestically. Like, domestically, I think he's Honestly, it's crazy what he's done
And
domestically.
just quickly to this is crazy that man super chatted for this. This is crazy, but big up to Matro, suppose, for the super chat who says thoughts on the Rants and KG beef. Obviously, anyone knows Rants is fam. That's fam. That's bro. Rants is my guy. Don't know KG, but he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying, with Flex and United View and etc. etc. My thoughts on it. Hopefully they sort it out because nobody wins. That's my thoughts on this. Nobody wins this quote unquote beef, and I've not watched. I know Rants would have responded. I've not watched KG's response to Rants. I heard that Rants has responded again today, so I've not watched either of the last two responses to each other. But my thing is nobody wins, and I'm hoping it don't escalate. So that's my thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pour fuel on the fire or egg it on. You know what I'm saying? Let me reiterate, Rants is fam now. So, and he's blessed. Rants killing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know KG like that to comment on him in regards to anything else. But yeah, nobody wins. So that's my thoughts on it. But yeah, very strange that you super chatted that. But alright, each to their own, I suppose. Big up for the super chat. Man said Oli gonna Solskjaer for the what's it called, for the England job. That's yeah, man, go get Oli.
He might work. He might work.
No, he wouldn't work. He wouldn't. But hey, to all you fans who wanted him to stay at United, yeah, game for England, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like when Chelsea was sacking managers.
Experiments, I want to see that.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Honestly, for us, bro, you thinking, but man, there might be something there. Might be a little breeze and slip there, and I'm saying.
How come? All right, so how come on all the time Chelsea have had 3-4 new managers in the time? You've never said go.
No, I'm saying for tournament football in terms of international tournament.
You're a tournament team, so it makes sense. You don't win leagues.
That changed. But we forced ourselves to change into a league team. You get me?
Yeah. Is that the plan now at Chelsea? Now
that's the plan now. Team, yeah? That's it. It's a league team now. That's it.
Yeah. I see you.
No, but I think for me when it comes to
that being said, what tournament did he win Manchester United?
No, but I think in the UCL he got to last 16 quarters.
Yeah, he goes to the quarters.
Yeah, bro.
Obviously, the Europa League. Obviously, there was the Europa League thing, which didn't go so well.
Where we lost.
Final.
Yeah.
But yeah, Man United was
that's it, really.
We lost.
That's the only 2 tournaments he's taken to, isn't it? Yeah, damn. I thought he'd gone one more extra. That's why.
You know what it is? Because some of these end in traumatic fashion. Like, you had the PSG one. You got the penalty against Villarreal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just got hella traumatics, but no wins.
Fucking jokers. That's what this guy is, Ollie. You know what I'm saying? Final few questions before we close out, indeed, people. Bump up the likes as well, man. We're at 35 likes and there's still over 50 people in here. What are we doing? It's only going to be a short stream today. But
somebody asked me a question about the German national team.
Yeah. Get to it, just get to it.
That was quite early, to be fair. So let me. No, not that one. It's there. It is. Oh no! That's about the Ghanaian national team. Let me ask
you. It was Warrior J wanted to ask about. Obviously, you went off about Ghana beforehand, but you lot beat whoever the team was, right?
Central Republic of Africa. Everyone.
Yeah. You beat them and qualified for the African
Cup of
Nations.
Even then, it's again like the equalizer. I don't. AFCON is just a funny football in Africa is just hilarious, and especially if you play against a bad team. But,
why is it hilarious? This guy is crazy.
The goal, bro. If you saw the goal,
he's not lying, man. He's not lying.
If you saw the goal that Kudus scored, like, bro, that goalkeeper's not even gonna make it Estonia. I'll be on, but whatever. Just question for you: what happened with the Ghana national team? Did they qualify? Yes, we did qualify. Yes, we did finish top of the group because Angola and Madagascar drew. So we are through. But I can't lie, I don't expect us getting out of the group stages in AFCON. I'll be so honest, because this team plays like absolute garbage. For whatever reason, Jordan Ayew still plays football for this nation. Weirdly enough, he plays in the 10, which makes it worse. To be fair to the manager, he only really came in not recently, and he didn't really have the team that often, and a lot of the key players were injured that he usually plays. So I can't be too harsh on the manager, but these guys are just ass cheeks, and it's just the politics, and because some of these players just keep getting away, just being able to play. Like, bro,
these guys are just ass cheeks.
Bro, like, it's just so bad. It's just so bad, man. Like, it's not enjoyable to watch. it's ironic. The better players come on, which I always say should start, and we all of a sudden look like a better team. Surprise, surprise. But I'm telling this right now. I tell this to all the Ghanaians, man. And by the way, people, I know last time Alarm somebody had a comment under his channel. That was no Sarcasm City. That was that was Alarm channel. But anyways, yeah. So comment under this video. Yeah, so comment under this video. But yeah, like bro, I tell all the Ghanaians in the chat or the people that are gonna watch it, we gonna not make it off the group stages because of politics. Because you're gonna see guys like Jordan I used to playing. You're gonna see probably Andrew getting a couple minutes here. Inaki Williams, bro. My God, I thought, bro, that guy's not made for Africa. Bro, like,
why is he not made for Africa? What do you mean?
Bro,
He's not made
the guy just wants to run. The guy just wants to run in behind and just don't want even. The guy doesn't even want to go and press. The guy just want to run in behind and then hope he can finish chance. Like
Who's this? Inaki Williams.
Inaki Williams, yeah, the striker.
So he's a runner. He's off the shoulder. He's off the shoulder. Striker.
Off the shoulder, bro. Off the shoulder, but doesn't do anything else. Like, bro, that's Martial, but just with a little bit more pace. Like, and Martial at least can chop deep. Inaki Williams
used
can't
to
chop
old
deep.
Martial, not this Martial. This
Old Martial. Yeah, but lucky enough, we have Semenyo. He played at Bournemouth. I think he needs to play, but again, politics. Inaki Williams gonna start. I tell you, people, politics will be the reason why Ghana is not gonna make it out of the AFCON group stages, and I just hope it's not gonna be a team like. I just hope it's not going to be a team like the Comoros Islands again, who just knock us out. Because I can't do this again. I can't go through another year where some random ass team that I didn't even know had a football team gonna get us out of here, bro. Like,
when is the draw? You know when the draw is?
I don't know when the draw is, but it shouldn't be actually too long. Actually, like
yeah, because it's
probably be in November.
Right?
Because
it be in November.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, but so when the draw is done, we probably I might react to it here when it's like a Q&A or whatever shows on by the time around that time. But yeah, man, like, just let us just not lose some random country this time. Like, let us lose to some respectable. Like, please give me Ivory Coast and Senegal.
Yeah,
and I can at least say, you know what?
You lost to a
and at least even Togo or some shit. Like, I take that, but bro, Comoros Islands, Madagascar, like, bro. What are these penguins called again? Like Skipper, like bro. Just please.
Madagascar, man. Classic.
Let me not go through this again. And again, the other national team that pisses me off, Germany.
Before you go to that, Me3099 who says my country hasn't won a game since 2019. Failure. What team is that? What team do you support? I actually want to know. I'm guessing it's an African nation because of what we're talking about. And to Pels, you said everything Jez says makes flawless dive laughter. When Jez is ranting, this shit is the funniest thing in the world. And that, like, that's why I be cracking. Yeah, go on. Floor yours, Jez.
And the other nation that takes the piss out of me, Germany. I will ask one international question, even though you asked two, Warrior J, but it's fine. Jez, who do you want for the German national team manager? Just first and foremost, I'm glad that the terrorist Hansi Flick is gone. That guy tried to implement a system where Nico Schlotterbeck, a centre back, is playing left back. Literally not a left back, a centre back.
That's crazy.
He's continuing this Kimmich right back gimmick. Kai Havertz plays up front. I'm just, and the guy was flexing the fact that he was beating the under 20 German team before the game against Japan. I'll be real. I was celebrating the Japan goals because I knew he was going to leave. So that's the who should take over. I said already Tuchel. I'm just praying that he gets sacked by Bayern, like I said. And Oliver Glasner. I think these two they can like my expectations are just low because like again I feel like Germany's issue will also be politics because you're gonna see bums like Kai Havertz stop. I don't know why. Bro, we have I'm not saying that Mokoko, Adeyemi, or Fulkrug are guys that elite strikers, but bro, these are elite strikers. Kai Havertz not even a footballer. The guy's a fruit seller. Like
he's a fruit seller.
He's a fruit seller. Shout out to have hope. He's a fruit seller. I don't know what he's supposed to do on the football pitch.
I
The
agree
guy,
with you there.
he
I
doesn't.
agree with
He
you.
can't shoot. He can't pass. He can't dribble. He can't defend. He can't tackle. Bro, that doesn't sound like a footballer to me. That just sounds somebody that you just cut out of the stands and tell them, "Yo, we need somebody to play." But I'm still seeing Muller in 2023. This is like
That's
Andrew
crazy
Ayew.
as well. Yeah. Oh, you got two of them. So you got Ayew at Ghana and you got Muller at
Bro,
Germany.
like,
You just need to
bro,
retire.
bro.
Oh, Cayman Islands beat. All right, fairs.
I'm still seeing Sula at the back. I'm like, bro, we have so many young players actually available, and I know they're young. I know you want to have the senior guys, but bro, these senior guys been, and I just want to quickly say as well because it's something that's been on my mind. Some of these guys are just hella overrated in this German national team, and I've called a couple out. And I'm not saying for the clubs they're awful, but I'm saying they're overrated massively by the German national fund. Kimmich, Rudiger, Sane, Gnabry. Even though Sane had a good game, Sane, Gnabry, Gundogan. Yeah, these are the guys I'll say that these six for me are hella overrated because these are supposed to be the guys that should be making the difference, but they're never making the difference. But for the club, they can all hoop all of the sudden.
Nah,
I
fair.
still can't believe you, man, let a team with Endo as captain dominate you, fam. That's
The
crazy.
funny thing is, and yo, Japan, bro.
It was only
Bro.
a friendly though, right?
Yeah, it was a friendly because Germany is supposed to do, but bro, at this point, like, bro, if Flick was staying, Germany is not making it over the group stages. Like, if Flick would have had stayed, I'll be honest, we could have lost to Finland. I'll be honest.
What happened to Flick? Because he was a good manager at one point. Did he just
Yeah,
not over the
Bayern,
time?
man,
You know,
he's
you know the issue is here.
Well.
It's just the bias with certain players that he picks, and it's also that he tries to play a foot. He thinks that being able to hold possession and he thinks having 70% possession means you can win football matches. Like he's one of these people that said you had more possession, so I'm supposed to win football matches.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that. Just because you have possession and you're playing and you don't lose the ball doesn't mean you're supposed to win the football matches. No, like most of the time, all those teams, and we saw it time and time again, like all those teams that didn't let Germany have the possession. Germany doesn't have the cutting edge because they're playing Kai Havertz up top, of fucking course, and they're just waiting for a counter attack and boom. And it's not like Japan is blessed with some supreme players. Like cool, they have Mitoma. Endo is eyed in terms of club level, but for Japan it's actually decent. They got a couple of Bundesliga 2
Ito
players.
is not too bad as well.
Sorry?
Ito, the other winger. That
Yeah,
plays for Monaco,
Ito as
is not too
well.
bad
So
either.
you have but you know what it is? At least the Japan manager understands what knockout football is about and how to win football matches, which is having a balanced squad out there, even if the names are not the biggest, and also being able to counter attack or have a setup where like you can defend and you know. Like the manager the Japan manager just knows how to win football matches, even if he has to be pragmatic and have to defend. Even though they have a lot of technical players, I believe if Japan really wanted to, they could hold the possession against a lot of teams, in my opinion. But they don't choose to because they know they probably don't have the cutting edge, so they just like bro. Testing was the reason why it was 9-1, in my opinion.
Okay, fairs. Before we do indeed close out, let me just get to a couple more things as well. Manja's gone. Manja, I hit you up about this, but score prediction for United, that's me closer to the time, but I think we'll win. I actually genuinely think we'll win. And someone mentioned as well, was it Chelsea Blue? I didn't even know Sancho was of Trinidadian descent. I never thought about it actually. Never actually. Is this actually true? He said Flawless tell Sancho switch nation and come play for Trinidad if you don't want him all again. Is he of Trinidadian descent?
I mean, even then he can't
Can't
anymore.
anymore. But if you could,
Once you've had
go on.
once you've literally had more than 3 appearances for your
it's a wrap.
for the club, it's a wrap, innit?
Yeah, I encourage all all players of Caribbean and African descent, go play for your African nation. Or
Unless you're
Caribbean
Somalia,
nation.
I wouldn't say so, man. Somalia, mate.
You
There's
lot
no
got
point.
pattern it. You lot got some good players of Somalian descent.
No.
though.
We're number 1 in corruption as well, so like it's not you're not
You
getting.
need to go in there and
chances
pattern it, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to die. That's it. Let's just move
What's
on.
that? Alright, okay, that's wild. Alright.
Hey,
It's true, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This guy, yo.
If you know, you know. That's what I'm gonna say.
But surely everyone within the Somalian FA wants the team to be successful. Surely
The
that's not
Somali
one of the
FA
five
is
things.
corrupt. They didn't even pay the under-8, the under-17 guys that won the AFCON. They weren't even paid
Yeah,
the
they
money they won.
So it's like that. They're just not paying monies and fair.
Not even just paying money. This
bro,
go ahead, Vidas.
yeah, bro, it's just yeah, bro, African football, it's just hella corruption, bro. Like everywhere, from Ghana to Nigeria, like, bro, these guys. That's why it's no surprise that the North African countries are actually doing a lot better compared to everybody else in Africa, because at least they're at least taking football more seriously in terms of actually wanting to do something about it. Well, West Africa, East Africa, South Africa, yo, you getting prize money? Fuck the youth teams in there. Fuck the local teams. We just taking it for ourselves and just buy things for our own self. Like it's a shit situation in terms of how they view football over there. I hope it changes in some time in it. But actually, yo, very surprising. Warrior J actually just commented. I didn't know that Warrior J was South Korean, because Klinsmann is the coach of the South Korean national team. But I can't go completely in detail. But just if you guys are just interested or just have time on your hands, just look up the shenanigans that Jurgen Klinsmann is doing with South Korea, bro.
What shenanigans has he got going on
Bro,
over there?
it's just so many things that I've read on. I can't really go full in detail right now because it's not really in my head. But if you have time, just look up on Twitter or on Google South Korea, Jurgen Klinsmann. You're gonna see some thread about how people just cooking him. Warrior J,
That's crazy.
yeah, like ironically, because he just mentioned Jurgen Klinsmann. That's why I kind of just found out that Warrior J is probably Korean, South Korean. But I don't know if he's in South Korea or if he's in England or whatever. Like, because it's over the afternoon.
Crazy. But I love to everyone that's locked in, doing the most. We'll be back to normal, how we normally run the show, because Premier League football will be back. So obviously we'll be discussing the 5 categories you already know: most unforgettable goal, most unacceptable error, unpredicted result, under the cosh manager, untouchable manager. You don't know the pattern, but make sure you bump up the likes, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. We're at 39 likes. Get us up to 40 likes. Continue to share across the socials. Subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you go follow the Kick as well, because they're going live on the Kick in 5 minutes, people. NFL Talks, the other football show. So any NFL fans who are watching this right now, or maybe watching this back after, or listening on the audio platforms, get over to the Kick, because I will be putting that show on the audio platforms as well. So that's KICK. Just download the Kick app for free. Same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same. So get it from your Play Store and Android, Apple Store, and go follow over there, because that's where you're going to get all of the non-Manchester United Premier League watch-alongs, Champions League watch-alongs, FA Cup, League Cup, all over there, plus NFL, NBA, etc. Make sure you subscribe to At The Bridge 258. Gonna literally add it to the title right now, so you can click the link in the title, opens up a new tab. Go subscribe to Ahmed's channel. Ahmed, let them know what you've got coming up, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Honestly, nothing much really coming up. That's my usual weekly daily videos on Chelsea news. There's not that much coming out, but this Wednesday we'll be doing the major preview against Bournemouth. What sort of starting lineup we should be expecting to happen? Probably be the same, to be honest, but that's it. And what we expect from Chelsea against Bournemouth, which will be 2 p.m. on Sunday.
There you go, people. But yeah, love to everyone who has a locked in. Big up to each and every one of you lot as well. Real ones, continue to support. Even though it's international break and it is dry, we still going to bring you shows and still provide you with content, just shorter show than usual. Go on, Ryan. Was you going to say something?
No.
Oh, I thought you...
I forgot I was going to say this earlier on. Even though it's not football related, I wanted to say massive congratulations to the GOAT of tennis, Novak Djokovic, for winning his 24th Grand Slam title.
Crazy. That's impressive. That's
four US Opens. And US Open is normally the one he struggles on, because he reaches a lot of US Open finals, but he loses a lot of them. It's the one he really struggles on. But he won yesterday, outclassed Medvedev in 3 sets, and likes of Ram. You man can hold that in it, because you man have been hating for ages on this guy, man. You man have been hating, but you man can hold that in it. Ram, if you're watching, hold that. Roms, if you're watching, hold that. And also all these Novak haters who, after Alcaraz beat him in the Wimbledon final the other month, were like, "Oh, this is where the torch was passed from Novak to Alcaraz. You know, Alcaraz is bro. Alcaraz couldn't even get to the final, fam. Man bottled the semi-final, and meanwhile Novak just brushed Medvedev aside and won it, bro. What baton's been passed, bro? Because he beat him in one match. The baton was passed. Get out of here, man. Novak won 3 Grand Slam titles this season. Alcaraz won 1. So don't tell me about no baton was passed in it. Novak is still the best in the world by far. Genuinely. That's
All
it.
right, cool. We're going to end on that note, people. Love to everyone that's locked in. Like I said, head over to the Kick right now, people. Sarcasm City TV.
Put the link in the chat as well for them as well.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's a great idea. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's a great idea. I'll drop the Kick link in the chat. Kick.com/Sarcasm City TV, people. Yeah, go on, Jez.
I don't know anything about tennis like that, but shout out to Novak. I saw him with the Kobe shirt after the thing. Bro, shout out to him repping one of the goats. And also, quickly, there's some serious jets right here. I don't really talk about this a lot, but praise up to the people in Morocco, because there was obviously that earthquake. They killed a lot of people there. So I hope anybody that's working in the chat or has relatives that lives over there, I hope they're doing well. And obviously, just pray for these people out there in a tough period.
100%. Hey, love to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up, much appreciated. This has been, and I've dropped the link for the Kick in the chat, and this has been Doing the Most live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.